The vibrancy of autumn is dissipating, fading and giving way to the muted tones that precede snow. Flowers, once saturated with life, now beige and crisp, fragile to the touch. There's magic in the air, whispers of winter. Moments in the twilight become a lucid dream, somber but entrancing. And the streams run colder by the day, and the harvests have passed their peak, just as the foliage has, allowing us to exhale the work of the warm season and breathe in peace and relief as the internal clocks begin to shift and realign. The body yearns for a descent into deep rest as the bare branches sway in the breeze, a seasonal lullaby, bittersweet, the reminder of time passing, that the only constant is change. There is power in realizing that, taking hold of the moment before it's gone. Long, dark days are imminent, cold and dreary, but beautiful and calm. There's no telling what these months will hold, but for now, one must relish in the present. This is the dusk of autumn. It has actually been really cool spending more time at the A-frame. It's been so convenient to have my office. It's right down the hallway back there, just being able to go in there and work on my shop. And it's nice to have us all kind of like centrally located in one spot all the time after Kyle was gone all summer and I was bouncing back and forth a lot. Now him and Mowgli and I are all here. It's this whole new level of cozy and hominess here. It reminds me a lot of the holidays. And so with that being said, I have a lot of prep work to do to make sure I have enough stock of everything as the holidays start rolling out. The one thing I haven't really dove into yet is my holiday line. I have two main scents, Winter Woods, which is like balsam, classic Christmas tree scent, and then snowberry and mistletoe, which that one's, there's something to it that's just so nostalgic. A crisp berry smell. So I make those as candles and sprays, and then I have a vanilla snow sugar scrub. That first snowfall had me really excited for winter, and I hope that it snows again soon and consistently. The urge to play holiday music is very strong. Kyle wants to wait a little bit longer, but I sneak it in when he's not here. I think I'm gonna feed the fire and get into it. This one's Winter Woods.
Ooh.
Snowberry and mistletoe.
Wait, let me get a couple more snips. Now!
It's gonna bust the door down. You wanna come sniff this too?
Wow.
Which one do you like more?
He couldn't stand us being in here without him.
Which do you like better? I feel like they're both good in their own ways. Like, depending on the mood.
Smells like you're cutting down a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And this one smells like you walked into a holiday market.
Yeah.
And they're making There's cider donuts, apple cider or something.
This is our temporary stove until we start completely demoing and renovating the kitchen. We've been living off of an air fryer and a toaster oven since July.
23 years old. Got it from a little old lady who was very sweet, and she didn't really want to get rid of it, but
Yeah.
apparently she had to switch to electric.
I mean, this thing literally has no... It's cleaner than our one at the cabin, I
It's
feel
mint.
like.
It's absolutely mint.
So yeah, we gotta take apart the kitchen a little bit, get it more usable, simplify, clean, get it the best it can be until we do start from scratch with it all. Imagine it doesn't fit.
Perfect.
Whoa,
Yeah,
it's-
good.
This looks very good.
Dude, that's... We're really going for pristine aesthetic in this home. Woo!
Tonight is the new moon, so the moon is completely dark. There's no light in the sky. These new moons that happen in the colder months feel so different in a sense because we're already in a period of sort of like prolonged darkness as the days are shorter. I really love tapping into the lunar phases. The new moon serves as a time to center myself, realign, tune in, meditate, practice clear, deep gratitude and awareness and mindfulness, being very honest and open with myself. During this time, I like to set intentions and get them out of my mind and onto paper or spoken, essentially manifesting. I start with cleansing with Palo Santo and sage and a nice soak in the bath to set the tone. I have a special dedicated journal for all of the things I want to write down. This month I would like to spend more time with my family, grow my herbal goods small business, call in success during the holiday season, expand my knowledge. I would have to say I do this one almost every time. I'd like to challenge myself to have a new skill set. I really want to get into crocheting and pottery. I took my first class the other day. I love the smell of these salts. Right now I'm preparing a batch of moon milk, which from what I've read gets its name from when you milk cows at night, there's more melatonin and tryptophan in it, which help you fall asleep, but instead I'm using almond milk, which also has high levels of those two things. So it's a good drink to make before bed. In Ayurvedic practices, you would then add your herbs to it. Tonight I did lavender, rose, and chamomile, some of my favorites to help me sleep. Other good ones would be like ashwagandha, lemon balm, and then you can sweeten it with maple syrup if you'd like, or raw honey. I think it's just about ready. This deck, it's not tarot cards, it's mindset practices. So I like to shuffle them. Whatever one I pick or whatever one falls out while I'm shuffling them, I'll read and interpret and try to take it with me for the day or the week and apply it. They're very big, so it's hard to shuffle them. I can't shuffle them like a regular deck of cards. This is cool. I feel almost like shocked that this card got pulled. Did you hear that?
No.
This whole segment is about manifestation and intentions, and I just pulled a deck from my card without looking, and not all of these are at all about that. So this one says, anything I imagine being, doing, or having, I can be, do, or have. It's literally the exact same thing that I'm talking about right now.
Oh, huh.
It's the one deck in the card that's about like manifestation.
It's the one card in the deck.
What? As you ask yourself why you want it, the essence of your desire is activated and the universe begins to bring it to you. Keep what you desire at the forefront of your mind. Visualize yourself having it or experiencing it. Put in the steps necessary to achieve or obtain it. Make it your reality. There's the positive affirmation, everything I want wants me more. Believing that wholeheartedly. It's amazing what you can make happen for yourself when you do stay dedicated to what you want. Wow, these jade. Behind these pumpkins and whatever else got left out last night when we brought the stove in, you can see the back of it is exposed here. Don't really like that, especially because the front door is right across from it, so it's one of the first things you see. This kitchen is going to be completely different when we renovate it and expand it out into here. Also very eager to get rid of the blue walls and do something a little more neutral. Just to make it a little bit better for now, I'm about to drop this. I'm going to build a shelf to cover it, and also because we have limited storage right now, I just have to see what I've left for lumber from when I renovated my office. I should have some stain around here too, I think. I almost forgot to put my apron on, but the messiest part of this will probably be transferring it from this pot into whatever I'm going to store it in, so better late than never. I'm making cranberry sauce from scratch right now, practicing for Thanksgiving, which is in just a couple of days. That's crazy. I've recently been taking over more and more of the cooking for the holidays, so this year I'm going to be doing the cranberry sauce too. Super easy to make. I know you can buy it in a can, but it's such a different taste and texture that way, and honestly the canned version of it, along with things like ketchup and fake maple syrup, to name a few, are all high fructose corn syrup, and you don't want that in your body, so it's really important to pay attention to labels if you're buying pre-made things. With this batch I'm adding white pine. I grabbed some out back in the forest behind the house. It's loaded with vitamin C and great for your immune system. I feel like I have a little bit of a stuffy nose coming on, so that'll be great to help with that. That smells delicious. Yeah, it's just about there. I'm gonna let it simmer for a bit. It will really quickly start to thicken because cranberries are rich in pectin, and the longer you let it simmer, the thicker it will get. This would be a great holiday gift to give to. Is sort of what my snowberry and mistletoe candle smells like. The consistency for this is right where I wanted it to be, and then for the taste, the flavor is so complex. You can really taste everything that went into it. I might do a little less orange next time, but it didn't really compromise the overall flavor. It's very, very good. I messed up and didn't install the protective plastic correctly when I did that last week. It's to keep the snow off the porch, and I just put it in with a staple gun, which of course rips if there's any amount of wind. So almost all of it has fallen off. But I remembered what we did last year and what I should have done the first time. Should have taken these scrap shakes and nailed those in, and that way there's more surface area. It's just more durable and the better right way to do it. That should do it for now. My carrots are a little stubby, my cabbage a bit small, and my leeks are thin, but so grateful to still be harvesting out of this cabin garden at this point in the season. The temperature fluctuations are pretty nuts. Today is 60, earlier in the week we were below freezing. I've said it before, but this off-grid garden has been quite challenging to work in. We're deep in the pines, there's not much sun exposure, the ground soil is really knotty, and the compost I got when I first built the garden ended up being like clay, and keeping ample water in the beds has been its own journey. All great practice rounds because I'm planning on building a really big garden at the A-frame, and I figure if I can grow anything here, the harvests will be so much more abundant in so many ways at the next garden because there will be so much more in my favor going on. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with all this celery. There's so much. Yeah, I'm also just trying to clean up where I can, things like cucumbers and zucchinis that are spent for the season and rotting, pulling those out of here. I don't love being in the garden when it gets really windy because there's a lot of dead pine branches above me. So I'll probably head out of here, go wash and prepare this harvest, and start planning for Thanksgiving.